Hello student, welcome to this new video lecture related to manufacturing industries. Before this video, we have already studied about mineral based industries, and in mineral based industries we studied about iron and steel industry. We also studied the second most important mineral, the second largest in India, aluminium smelting. So we have discussed about all these things. Now the next, that is our today's topic, is chemical industries. So we are going to talk today about chemical industries. Chemical industries. Chemical industries, you know very well, chemicals are required in our day-to-day life. Everywhere we need chemicals. Chemicals are very important for our life. We use chemicals in our field. Everywhere we need chemicals. So what is the importance of chemicals? How do we utilize chemicals? We shall discuss today. So let's begin. Chemical industries. The chemical industry is India's fast growing industry and diversifying. It is not only fast growing, it is diversifying as well. It contributes approximately 3% of the GDP. What it gives? 3% of the GDP. It is the third largest in Asia and occupies the 12th place in the world in terms of its size. In Asia, it occupies the third place and 12th in the world. Indian chemical industry. It comprises both large and small scale industries. Rapid growth has been recorded in both inorganic and organic chemicals. Inorganic chemicals. Inorganic chemicals include sulfuric acid. What are inorganic chemicals? Inorganic chemicals include sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid, used to manufacture fertilizers. What do we use sulfuric acid in? In fertilizer industry. Fertilizers. Along with it is used in manufacturing fertilizers. Synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers. It is utilized in making synthetic fibers. Plastics. For making plastic, we use sulfuric acid along with adhesives. Adhesives are, what are adhesives? Adhesives are Fevicol, Fevikwik and such materials which we use in our day-to-day life for sticking purpose. Paints, you know very well what is the use of paint, along with dyes stuff. Dyes are used in coloring our hair. Not only coloring our hair, coloring the garments, clothes. We use different dyes. So these artificial dyes are made with the help of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is used in fertilizer industry, in the production of fertilizers, in the production of synthetic fiber like polyester, like nylon. Plastic, you know very well. Adhesives, Fevicol, Fevikwik, paints, tractor emulsion, Asian paints, dyes stuff coloring clothes as well as hair dye color. Nitric acid along with sulfuric acid, there are some others in inorganic chemicals. Nitric acid, alkalis, soda ash, that is used to make glass. Soda ash is used for making glass. It is used in glass industry. Soaps and detergents. For making soap and detergent, we use soda ash. Soap and detergent. Along with, we use soda ash in paper industry too. Paper industry. So these are the places where we use soda ash, making glass, soap and detergent, along with paper industry. And caustic soda, along with caustic soda. Sulfuric acid, nitric acid, alkalis, soda ash and caustic soda. These industries are widely spread over the country, and these can be seen widely. These industries, inorganic chemicals industries, can be seen widely spread throughout the country. Now the question is, why do you think it is so? Why it is spread all over the country? Organic chemicals include petrochemicals. In inorganic chemicals we recently discussed sulfuric acid, caustic soda, soda ash, nitric acid, all these. Now organic chemicals. Organic chemicals include petrochemicals, which are used for manufacturing of synthetic fibers. Petrochemicals. Are used for making synthetic fibers, synthetic clothes, synthetic rubber, plastics, dyestuffs, drugs and pharmaceuticals. Organic chemical plants are located near oil refineries. Organic chemicals, basically petrochemicals, and these are placed near oil refinery, where we can easily get the raw material required for petrochemical, that is known as petrochemical. For this industry, raw material is petrochemical. So where are we going to establish a factory? Where there is the easily availability of petrochemicals. And where can we get it? We can get petrochemicals near a factory, a refinery, where the petrochemicals are refined. Organic chemical plants are located near oil refineries or petrochemical plants, so that we can get easily availability of raw material. The chemical industry is its own largest consumer. This industry is its own largest consumer. It produces as well as consumes. Basic chemicals undergo processing of further produce other chemicals. Basic chemical industry undergoes some processes. So some other chemicals are produced. Furthermore, those chemicals are used that are used for industrial application. agriculture or directly for consumer markets. That is why it is said the chemical industry is its own largest consumer. Make a list of the products you are aware of. So you have to make a list of the products you well know that can be made with the help of chemicals, that can be said a part of chemical industry. Now we'll talk about fertilizer industry. Fertilizer industry. Fertilizer industry. The fertilizer industry is centered around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers. You may have heard about urea we use in our fields, especially in wheat field we use urea. You can buy it right now at the cooperatives, paying only rupees 280, showing your Aadhaar card. Not only that, you can purchase 5 bags of urea showing your Aadhaar card. A single Aadhaar card can purchase you 5 bags of urea. And what is the rate? Rupees 80 per bag. 280 per bag, rupees 280 per bag. The fertilizer industry is centered around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers, mainly urea, phosphatic fertilizers and ammonium phosphate, that is DAP, and complex fertilizers which have combination of nitrogen, that is N, phosphate, that is P, and potash, that is K, potassium. Now the third, that is potash, is entirely imported. I would like to tell you, DAP is not produced in India. We are forced to import it. The entire amount of DAP, we produce urea in India. That is why it is easily available in India. But you may have heard many a times there is news, there is no DAP available. In local language we call it dye. It is not available. Why? Because we entirely depend on other countries. Earlier we were dependent on China. China produced black color DAP. Black color. Nowadays we cannot find black color DAP. Why? Because China stopped selling us. China banned our import. Due to our relations, China banned our import. That is why we are not getting black DAP. So what are we getting right now? That is brown color DAP. From where? From European countries. So we are forced to borrow it, import it from European countries. And that is why the rate of DAP is quite high in comparison of urea. How do we get it? It can never be produced. It cannot be made in a factory because it is taken from rocks. There are rocks of DAP. It is extracted from rocks. So we cannot produce it. We cannot cultivate it. We cannot make it in a factory. We can get it from the rocks, and that kind of rocks are found in either European countries or in China. That is why the cost of DAP is quite high in India. That is, mostly the content is potash. So we'll talk about it later in next video. Thank you very much.